Faith, how did you end up working with Assistantly?
So, just to give you guys a brief background, I wasn't originally a virtual assistant. I was in the industrial sector. I was a sales and marketing assistant, and then they shifted me to sales and marketing representative. So that time I was doing sales call. I was driving around. I was selling boxes for bananas.
Okay.
That was my very first job. And then that time I was already looking for other avenue for me to earn, because as you know, the salary here in the Philippines is not that good. So, but that time I was already doing project-based work like data entry for the clients, for random clients I get from Fiverr and from Upwork. And then it continued for a while, like mixing too, but it was like it wasn't a big commitment at all, because I was just doing 1 hour a day kind of project-based work. I have this friend in college, and then she's already a virtual assistant that time, and then she invited me to, please just become a VA because it has more income. And then that time I was really like looking for a shift in career. There's like a part of something in me says that I'm not really for the corporate world, so I was looking for other opportunities. And then, okay, fine, I decided I'm gonna become a virtual assistant. So I applied for this company, outsourcing company. They provided me with training, so that's where it all began. And then after a while, after a year, I decided I'm gonna just get direct clients, and then new opportunities came, and then assistantly. So yeah, that's how I got into assistant.
Wow. So as you've heard about, Faith's story, guys, so it's not too late, okay, to transition. We received a lot of applicants that came into corporate world and then transitioned to being a virtual assistant. And as she mentioned, there's a lot of opportunity or, job streams. So you can always check Assistantly on LinkedIn, even on Fiverr, on online jobs, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you wanted to be like Faith, okay, go check our social media pages out. What do you love most about working with Assistantly?
What I love most working with Assistantly, besides the pay, it's actually my clients. It's not every day you get to have clients who doesn't just treat you as your employees, but actually business partners. And that's what I feel with my current clients as of the moment, with Sharon, with Jimmy, and Cindy. I never felt like I was an employee. I felt like I was a friend helping a friend.
Nice.
And then they really value my input. And it's kind of heartwarming when a client actually trusts you to make decisions for their business, because it's not every day you get a client that would allow you to make decisions, right? The trust that they give me, the flexibility that they give me, that's what I like about my clients, and I really value them. I've actually been praying to have such clients for a very long time, and I found them here on Assistantly. So that's why I love my clients so much. Yeah.
Wow. So, what a game changer for sure. You've worked with the corporate world, and having to work with your clients right now has given you this trust. You've built a lot of trust already, Faith, having to receive a lot of amazing messages from your client that, when it comes to my marketing strategies, it's all up to Faith right now. So I'm giving all my faith to Faith when it comes to my business. So how did Assistantly supported you in your journey as a virtual assistant?
The number one thing that I noticed was when I get into Assistantly, besides there's a lot of perks when you get into Assistantly. I remember when I first got into Assistantly, I was just a part-time. And then you guys were like, really, don't worry, we're gonna get you into a situation where you get to be full-time or have another client. So I love the fact that you, like, having a part-time client, it doesn't just stop there.
Yeah.
You really want the virtual assistants or the unicorns to maximize their 8 hours of time. So you really find clients to match for them. Another thing is, also remember, like months, I think a year ago, I jumped on a call with Kate, and she was like checking out how is my current work, how's my current situation. So there's like more like a moral support, emotional support, because you guys are checking after me. And then another thing is, I can feel there's somehow a community within the virtual assistant, because We have different platforms. You have Facebook groups, you have Skype. There's really a platform for all the VAs to interact and get to chat with actual assistant team. So there's no really like a gap. If you want to communicate with them, you have a problem. It could either be about a client or about your pay. It's very easy to reach out to them. They just make everything much easier. And then I also remember, I just learned about this recently. I forgot that our portal has actually like a message.
Yes.
Yeah, a message bot. So if you get into assistantly, if you're a client, you get to have a portal. And if you are a virtual assistant, you get to have a portal as well. And then it just dawned on me that in the portal, there's actually like a message box for you to directly chat with them. So that's very helpful, especially if you have like immediate concerns. Assistantly just give out all the support that they could give from giving you clients, from giving you tech support, from providing you a community where you can actually interact with everybody, with all the other unicorns and the team. So yeah, that's how you guys support me all throughout.
Wow, thank you for that, Faith. So that's our number one goal here at Assistantly, to have our unicorns feel supported. So just like what Faith mentioned, if our talents has any concerns, anything, even it's professional, personal, you can always come to us. So our talents has direct access even to our CEO, correct? So we have talent success team that coordinates with all our virtual assistants in. Just like what Faith mentioned, we have an amazing community right here at Assistantly. If you have any questions with your task, you can just come on our community like, hey, do you have any recommendation about a lead generation tool that can help me and my client? Then our performance success coach will come to you, or even our talents themselves are giving their ideas. So if you wanted to have all those perks and benefits, we have a lot here at Assistantly. I just wanted to reiterate, we have health allowances, we have profit sharing, and we have a lot of increases here.
Miss Kate, another thing that I wanted to add is I really appreciate our CEO life because it's not every day you get to meet a CEO who every day, almost every day, he chats on our Skype. Every time like somebody asks about a payment delay or something about, he is very responsive. So I really appreciate that about him. And it really goes to show that, you know, our CEO is like very close to the heart of the VAs. He's really supportive and ready to lend a help every time somebody like a unicorn needs help. So yeah, that's a plus point.
Yeah. So Faith is the CEO where you can DM on Skype. I wanted to piggyback on what Faith mentioned. Like, Faith is very responsive via Skype, even via Facebook, even via LinkedIn. So he's just like, you know, you can reach him like always, anytime. And he responds in a timely manner. And I wanted to highlight that Faith mentioned about the benefits and all that stuff. So Faith is thinking of benefits, how can we improve our community, how can we best support our Assistantly unicorn. So what an amazing CEO we have here at Assistantly. So Faith, how has being a VA at Assistantly help you develop professionally?
Currently, I'm handling multiple clients, right? Clients that I've been handling, Sharon, Jimmy, and Cindy, they've been in the industry for a very, very long time. They already have so much knowledge and so much wisdom to share. So I guess to answer your question, how did being a VA help me develop professionally? These people, since I'm working with them every day, I get to pick up some, for example, with Jimmy, every time I jump on a call with Jimmy, we don't just talk about our tasks. We talk about our lives. We talk about our past experiences in work. And with that, I get to draw lessons, like advices from them. And mind you, these are people with like years of experience. So I'm basically getting the advice for free. Yeah. So I think those kind of advices, like how to be professional, how to do things in the best way, how to build relationship with clients, even like random being grateful with your work, being grateful with your career, all of those kind of stuff, it has an impact on how I work and how I see my profession and how I work with my clients. So to answer that question, it helped me, the advices coming from my clients, from their years of experience, the wisdom they're sharing from me, those things helped me to grow as a virtual assistant.
Yep. So that's the good thing about working here at Assistantly, guys. Your clients doesn't see you as, mere employees. They are looking at you as their business partners, even their family. Just like what Faith mentioned, life advices. And the good thing is, she's working with a coach herself. So congrats to you, Faith. But, it's a good thing where here at Assistantly, we foster that kind of relationship. Like, as much as we value, our clients so much because they're giving us income and all that, but we also value how our clients are treating their virtual assistants. It's very important to us. Faith mentioned earlier that we have been checking in with our talents, with her. We also do that with our clients as well. So to make sure that our VA's relationship with their clients are aligned, all our assistants we are treating them as their family. So Faith, I wanted to ask you this. So how does it feel like to be Assistantly's Unicorn of the Year?
Just to give you guys a very quick story, maybe life might get angry, but actually I didn't know that I was the VA/Unicorn of the Year, not until I jumped on a call with Lice. It was, the goal of a meeting was different, but that meeting, he mentioned to me that, Faith, I personally nominated you as VA of the Year, and then I was like, there was a VA of the Year, there was like a Unicorn of the Year. I really didn't know. So what, because I remember that was announced on the annual meeting.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, but I wasn't able to get into the annual meeting because that time we had the family event. We were out of town. So we were like celebrating the holidays, and then I wasn't able to attend the meeting. So what I did was I went back to this Assistantly's Facebook group rather, and then I tried to scroll because that's where you see all the announcements. And then I saw my face 2 weeks back, and I was like, okay. I really didn't know that I was the VA of the Year, but I wasn't really expecting at all because prior to that, way back September, they also awarded me Unicorn of the Month. So I was like, I'm totally okay with that already. I wasn't really expecting anything much bigger at all. So yeah, I was just like so happy and very grateful. But most of all, I'm grateful with God. Of course, grateful as well with my clients because they are the reason why I was awarded the Unicorn of the Year because of their good feedbacks. So yeah, I actually informed my clients about this. I told you like, hey Jimmy, hey Jairus, Sharon, I was awarded VA of the Year. I thank each one of them because without them, I wouldn't get the title. So yeah.
Wow. But yeah, Faith, I also wanted to add that I also personally recommended you as the Unicorn of the Year because you've been such a valuable support to your clients. Imagine handling 3 clients with such grace and, having to receive a lot of amazing feedback. So, my gosh, you deserve it, Faith.
Thank you.
Okay, so as Faith mentioned, Unicorn of the Year is like a new thing here at Assistantly. So after 4 years, we have decided, what about we add Unicorn of the Year as our award? So I wanted also to add that we are doing annual meetings, just like what Faith mentioned, where we award or recognize all our amazing talents. She has been our Unicorn of the Month as well. So just like what Faith mentioned, we just added the Unicorn of the Year award. Because for the past years, we are doing Unicorns of the Month, where she has been one of our awardees as well. So if you wanted to be like Faith, just like what she mentioned, just do your best with your tasks, even build trust, foster that relationship with your client. And Faith has been a valuable support to her clients because she has been very resourceful. So I think Faith, some of the tasks, you don't know all of them, but she has been very resourceful. Okay, she does above and beyond just to make sure that her clients are happy and satisfied with what she does. So if you wanted to be the Unicorn of the Year as well, get that tips from Faith. So Faith, before we wrap up, what are the best advices or tips you can give to aspiring virtual assistants out there?
So my tip or advice to all incoming virtual assistant is that all worth having doesn't come easy. It really takes a lot of perseverance, a lot of patience, a lot of grit before you actually get into, having multiple clients or being able to end up with a really good client. So based on my personal experience, it also took me a lot of rejections, a lot of clients not pursuing, or not being able to get into an agency because I'm lacking experience, my resume is not enough. So I just keep on going. And if ever you get to land a client, don't take it for granted. Always give your best. When we say go beyond the usual, it doesn't have to be like always doing overtimes.
Yeah.
Going beyond the usual is like, like the example I gave earlier. Before, if you were given a task, before you do it, try to think about how you could possibly deliver it in the best possible way. That's already going beyond the usual. And then just keep on striving, build a relationship with your clients, build your rapport. As easy as saying good morning to them every day, it doesn't take so much effort, but it already builds so much relationship and trust with them. So yeah, that's it.
Hello, aspiring unicorns. If you want to become a part of Assistantly, go ahead and check our website. It's assistantly.com/careers. We offer a lot of benefits here at Assistantly. So if you are an executive assistant, social media marketer, a sales manager, go ahead and check our current openings. If we're talking about perks and benefits, we have an amazing starting rate here at Assistantly. Talk about HMO, we have monthly health allowance. We also have profit share and reasonable rate increases. If you want to be a unicorn, go ahead and apply. Hi unicorns, I am Kate and I am the head of talent success here at Assistantly.